Oh, hello, beautiful, gorgeous people. It's your girl, Davia. Welcome back. I have a topic. Let's talk about retrograde. I know we hear a lot of Mercury retrograde, and I'm so sad for my people, y'all my people, that are scared of Mercury retrograde, that freak out or feel like it's the worst thing that you've ever heard, or you're blaming retrograde on all the problems, all the mishaps, and all this stuff that's happening in your life. And I hate that for you because retrograde's trying to help you. Retrograde means run it back. I've been saying this for years. Retrograde is just asking you to run it back. And sometimes run it back, and if it's not the dance you're doing, the running man and doing something like that, it's the running man running backwards. Anyway, the moonwalk, that's what I'm trying to say. If it's not something fun, we don't typically like to know that we're going backwards, right? But it really is just about taking a moment to process what the fuck you're about to do. Mercury wants to give you a second to process the actions that you finna take. It's like, oh, that's what you want to go and take a leap in? All right, before you do that, I'm giving you a moment. And so I say retrograde and not just Mercury retrograde because every single planet within our universe, Mercury, Pluto, all that goes retrograde. It absolutely has to run it back. That means the planet is moving at a certain direction and then out of nowhere it switches and starts to switch backwards and goes backwards. I don't know the exact scientific terms. Like, it's neither here nor there. Just think of retrograde as it's a moment to process. Run it backwards. Run it back. Understand the steps that you're about to take before you take them, because it's actually important for your forward movement to have clarity in the reasons why you're doing things. Okay? Retrograde is trying to have you take a second. So we're talking about Mercury retrograde real fast, right? If you're the type that speaks out and says things without thinking, or you write that email, you send that text, my arm's a little painful right now, I'm not gonna lie. But if you're the type of person that sends a text and you're kind of like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna just do it. There's a period that Mercury will go retrograde. The planet Mercury will go retrograde and say, hey, I know that's what you want to do, but I'm going to slow you down. So that text that you want to send, out of nowhere, your keyboard's frozen. That keyboard froze. And there's not much you can do. You can try to restart your phone. You can whatever. Mercury's like, I run this. You think that you can stop what it is that I'm trying to stop you from doing? Absolutely not. It's for your highest and greatest good. It might not feel like that in the moment. Your computer may freeze while you're trying to do this important thing. Take it as a sign. Take it as a message. You need a moment. Run it the fuck back. Reread that email a few times. Pray on it. For those that aren't big prayers, pray on that motherfucker. Okay? Yes, I said motherfucker while I'm talking about prayer. Absolutely, because I'm myself, right? But pray on the things that you're doing. Take a second to be like, hold up, God, does this align for me? Is this making sense? Should I shift? And out of nowhere, you change that one word, and that one word or that one sentence shifts the whole opportunity for you, because that's what that person needed to hear, and you don't even realize that that person needed that. But Mercury retrograde is trying to give you a moment to take that step, to take that chance. You know what I mean? I'm in the sun right now, you know what I'm trying to and that's the most light in this room. As you can see, it's pretty dark. But yeah, Mercury is trying to tell you that communication, because Mercury is the planet of communication, the planet of, how you talk to yourself, how you talk to others. And so that is why you'll feel a shake when you hear Mercury retrogrades around. It's not because, oh my gosh, it's ruining everything. No, it's trying to help you. That anger, that frustration that you just want to spew out, it's giving you a second to process. It's the same thing with all the other planets. Okay, if Pluto goes retrograde, Pluto is the planet of transformation. Shaky ass energy happens when Pluto does anything. Okay, let's be clear, when it does anything. And so when it's retrograde, it's like, okay, before this big transformation, I'm going to give you a second to focus on that situation that I'm about to hit. That situation that I'm about to have you go through a tower moment, because it's for your highest good. Like I said, it's not to scare you. It's to say, hey, you need to move, but maybe you're not moving fast enough, or maybe you're not seeing that you need to move or take that step or take that chance. And so I'm going to have something happen where you need to retrace your steps, and you have to go back to the past, for example, or you have to go and take this leap so that you can see something clearer. Retrograde means run it back. Run it the fuck back. And don't be scared to do it. Don't feel nervous. Don't feel like it's a bad thing. It's a bad omen. No, it's just giving you a second. A lot of times we're trying to move and take actions, look for the signs, and oh my gosh. And sometimes you just have to refer to yourself. You have to take a second to process with your damn self, right? And Mercury retrograde is the most popular planet that people talk about when it goes retrograde, because it goes retrograde fairly often, and a lot of other planets. We'll get into what planets and all that. If you guys want to hear videos about that, let me know. We can go into depth. But since that's the most popular one, I wanted to touch on that, but give you the whole synopsis. Whenever you hear any planet goes retrograde, do not get scared. Instead, buck up and be like, oh, I'm getting a moment to process, to take a second. Even Uranus was retrograde recently. You know, it's like, take a second. Whatever sign Uranus is in is trying to help you to see, ooh, before there's this like out of the box idea, taking a leap of faith and taking a chance to do something my way, to do something different, right? Mercury's like, process it, take a moment. And sometimes processing means, what don't you like about that thing? Get clear. Same with Mercury. What don't you like about that email? What wording isn't really you, but you're trying to sound all professional and all cutesy, but in reality, you need to be more yourself, because that's what the person's looking for. That's what you want to call into your life. If you're asking for opportunities where you're like, I just want to be myself, no one's accepting me, but yet you're showing up not yourself every single time. How that work? How that math, right? So you got to call yourself out. Mercury retrograde in general is like, call that ass out. Get clear on what it is that you want and act on it. And don't go through the whole cycle of doing what you don't want, even though it's what you feel like you have to do. No. What is true to you? Take a second. And so retrograde, running it back, it's not just a one size fits all. It's just a moment to be like, okay, I know what I want to do. I know what I typically do. But if I want, what's the saying? If you want new results, take new action, right? Something along those lines. You know the quotes, you know what I mean? If you want to see something new in your life, take a new risk, take a new chance, take a moment to reconfigure and figure out, how can I do this better? How can I improve in this area? Retrograde wants you to improve, to grow, to actually believe that you can see new results. And if you're doing the same old thing, it's going to reap the same old crusty results. You know what I mean? And so retrograde has your back. It wants to have your back. It's just up to you to let it. And so that frustrating moment, I understand. So feel your feels, feel the frustration of it, sit in that. Fine. I'll never take that away from you, right? And then be like, okay, retrograde, come on, bring it. What is it? Come on, what am I running back today? What do I need to sit on? What do I need to process? That project that you're about to revisit. Why did you take a break in the first place? Take a moment to think and process. What are the signs? What is the message that God has for you about this project? You keep working on that damn project in your house. Maybe you need to go to a cafe. Maybe you need to go to the park for a second. Breathe, take a moment, travel, walk, go to a new cafe that you've never been to before. How can you spark new, refreshed ideas? Run it back so that you can move forward in a new, vibrant way. Retrograde is your friend. It's not trying to take you out. It's not the enemy. Please, we need to stop this narrative. And if you don't have this narrative in mind, great. Keep it up. Know that retrograde is on your side. You need a moment sometimes. And a lot of times we want to fight the moment because we think things have to happen the way it needs to happen. Nah, that shit's frozen for your highest good. It doesn't mean you quit and walk away for months. Sometimes it just means you need to pray on it for 30 minutes. Maybe it means, if you're not big on prayer, fine. Maybe it just means you need a second to breathe, because little do you know, your nervous system is actually really shot right now, and you don't even give yourself a second to think through what it is that you're feeling. And so now the energy you're putting into that thing, you think you're riled up and you're ready, but in reality you're nervous. So now it's nervous energy. So now the person, I'm hitting shit. Now the person wants to give you the opportunity, they're a little nervous because that's the energy you gave. So now they're a little like, I really like this person, but I don't know where my heart's pounding. Energy is real. Okay. Energy is so real. We all feel it. I feel energy very, very clearly. And so I've witnessed it happen. The energy I give off, that's sometimes what hits me. It's not always, right? But just keep that in mind. A lot of times we think we're ready. We think it's time, but retrograde's like, I promise you, I'm retrograde at this time for a reason. I promise you, I'm not trying to play with you right now. I am trying to guide you and help you so that you can tackle that thing with brighter eyes, so that you can see that person for exactly who they are, that situation for exactly what it is, or make that shift or tweak it just a little bit to help it work in your favor so that you can show up the best you that you can be. You picking up what I'm putting down? Are you? I hope so. I really needed to let this out. I was gonna hold back. That's why I'm kind of in this angle, because I was about to go make breakfast and all that stuff. But I was like, I'm in the era of my life of just record it. Just record it. If I have to re-record it, I probably will not, I promise you. But if I have to, I will. I'll do a second video or whatever, but I just have to let it out. And that's something Retrograde actually helped me with this year, you know? It's just taking a moment to be like, what's in my way? And a lot of times for me, like I said, personally, I will sit on something and feel like I have to overthink it. And so Retrograde is like, can you actually take a moment to not overthink and to just like have fun and flow? Because that's what my birth chart and my life purpose is about. That's the journey I'm on. But maybe you have a different journey, right? And so that's also important to understand. Retrograde wants you to know you, wants you to take the steps that align. Unfortunately and fortunately, it means a little bit of a delay. It means a moment to feel like you're paused. It means that project you're so excited about, but out of nowhere you feel mentally drained, or you're not sure, you don't have that creative spark. It can be protection, but take the action that you need so that you can utilize retrograde's energy for your highest good. Does that make sense? Hopefully. If you have questions, of course, reach out, let me know. But I had to at least throw this out there, but I would love to go through each planet and tell y'all more. If you're interested, let me know. And if you're not interested, I probably will still record it. Do you get what I'm saying? So I just had to say that, you know? All right, I'm going to go eat my breakfast now. But this was a good phone call. I hope y'all are doing good. Everyone's healthy. Everyone's good. Yeah, you doing all right? Okay, I'm hugging you. I'm loving on you. Okay, like, comment, share, subscribe. Support your girl if you'd like. If not, I appreciate you being here and making it this far. Really do appreciate it. It means the world. Until next time. Bye.